Columbia, Missouri. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. And not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man, it's Young. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Could not make his way to the corner.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Hardy. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Simmons makes the grab. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat, and down he goes.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the left. There he goes. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep.
Got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And the defense just has to do a better job in coverage in that situation. Down close to the goal line, you know it's going to be man coverage. You just have got to do a better job sticking on your guy, and the defender just simply got beat.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rush is on him. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to Hardy on 1st down. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. Got his man in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, that's not the way this quarterback wanted to go. Obviously, when you're left-handed, you don't want to be going to your right, but a nice job using his fundamentals, getting his body turned around to help him make an accurate throw.
Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Throwing Simmons. That's caught. It's Hoffman. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Hardy. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Missouri!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Page. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives.
Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. The run inside. It's Roberts. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The quick out. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Simmons. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Looking to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is...
Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs a cap.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He'll field the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. It's complete, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's Simmons to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? looking to throw at Simmons. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Simmons. Going long. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. Under fire. Quarterback got it himself. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Houston Cougars.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He said his reminder to his team in the locker room is we are a team in playoff contention, but we have to take care of business now. Even though it's a blowout, even though they've got a big lead, they cannot be satisfied. He said we have to prove we're the kind of team that can close out games when we've got the lead. See if they can do it here to start the 3rd.
All right, Holly. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to Hardy. Still on his feet at the 40. Might have a chance. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Hawkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Simmons makes the grab. It's Hoffman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Simmons. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's Simmons to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Page. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The run inside. It's Hawkins. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Hawkins. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Hands it off. Runs through the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
You got to like this defense, man.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Got it behind the line. It's Barnes. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the outside. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down the field, so he found his back, just hoping he could maybe make something happen with it, but the defense rallied, made a nice tackle, setting up 4th down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
On the move out of the end zone. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. There's a crease. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Burns. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
A handoff, keep working on that clock. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back. How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Maybe a crease.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.